Starting a YouTube channel at 55. Here we go. This is probably not going to be a how-to video. We're making this up as we go along, but it's something that we've said we're going to do for 10 years, so we're going to do it. X3 Lifestyle, this is where you have found us. This is going to be the central location where we share all of the things that we do in our businesses and in our life. And so we came up with just one spot we can all catch up. X3 Lifestyle. The website is thex3lifestyle.com. We have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok that we post, and obviously we post across our other social media platforms. So we just want to make it easy to have one spot to share things, and that's how X3 Lifestyle came about. So 10 years we've been talking about this, and we just never felt like we had the time to dedicate to this part of the business, which it is part of the business. So we wanted to take it seriously. Well, in a fun way. We wanted to have fun with it, but we wanted to make sure that if we started it, that we were able to be consistent with content and things. We are big consumers of YouTube, everything from the how-to part of YouTube, the educational part, just to the fun. Folks that are out here putting out content. I think it's great. And the things that we like are outdoors, property, hunting, fishing, off-roading, RVing, equipment, all that stuff. And that's what we do. That's what we've done for 30 years plus now. And it's like, hey, we need to be sharing this. One, because it's fun. We think it's fun. And obviously, if you follow this channel, you'll share our sentiment in that. But it's also, we want to share with folks that the opportunities out here, career fields, career paths, young people, old people, the things, all the different things that we do that sometimes, people may not think about. And we get asked, hey, what is it you do? How did you get started doing that? So these will be topics that we cover as we go along. And we're not the expert on everything, but we have done some good things, and we have screwed up some things, and we've learned from things, and we learn stuff every day. So we're just going to pass it on and, take it for what it's worth. But, everybody's got their opinion, and everybody has their way of doing things. Again, we're going to share with you the things that worked for us, the things that didn't work for us, and you take them with a grain of salt, whatever. And if you don't like it, don't watch us. I get it. But if you do, hey, comment, tell us what you think, ask us questions. We're going to do our best to look at the comments. We are still a fully functional, operating day-to-day business. We got several different aspects to the businesses. So, that was the other thing that we wanted to make sure that we could try to address comments and interact. That's a big part of it. And so we're going to do our best to do that. I don't know how that's all going to work out. We're making this up as we go along. We're not going to edit. We're going to try to just, look, if I get locked up, just bear with me, because we're just going to keep on rolling until I spit it out. If I get squirreled and, get off track, forgive me. But again, this is not scripted. We're just going to have a good time with it. I think I've said that about 6 times, so we're going to have a good time. Our companies, X3 Land Group is our real estate company. We do large tract land sales. We're a brokerage, real estate brokerage. We're licensed in Alabama, Louisiana, Florida, and Tennessee. And we specialize in large tract, farmland, timberland, recreation properties, hunting properties. We also do commercial, and we do some smaller properties, which are recreation properties like lake and river properties, things like that. But that's our focus. And then we also have the construction and consulting company, and that is X3 Construction. You're going to see a common theme here with X3 because about 10 years ago we restructured, and we wanted a logo that was a name and that we could use to cross market and something recognizable. So we came up with X3. But we have X3 Construction, which is the construction company. And we do consulting through that company. Our background is in engineering. That's where we got started. and then we got into home building. We're licensed builders, and so we still do consulting for clients all across the country and locally on property issues ranging from um, property disputes, property line disputes, to wetland issues, FEMA questions, commercial projects, development projects, things like that. And then, of course, we do our own projects. Um, we're licensed builders. We do design build mostly now. We work with clients that we sell property to. We don't do a lot of advertising for that, for the construction side. It is, again, either design build for folks that we've worked with on the real estate side, or our own properties. So been doing that, started in my early 20s, 55 now, so been doing that a long time. The engineering started at 19 in surveying, so we've had a great career with both construction, engineering, and the real estate. We had been flipping, buying, selling small houses and flip houses and properties since, again, early 20s. So all of this has come together in one big um, one big one-stop shop is what we kind of like to think of it as. So we can work with clients, buyers or sellers, helping them buy or sell their properties. Then we can also help them develop those properties. We can help them get them ready to sell if it needs work. We can build homes for them, structures on the property, barns, barn dominiums. We can help them work through issues if they're having problems with their properties. So that's what we set out to do years ago, and it has actually come true more than I could have imagined. How all this has tied together. So um, the other things I mentioned, off-roading and RVing and hunting and fishing, that all goes hand in hand. We have been off-road enthusiasts for years, from four-wheelers to the side-by-sides. We still use side-by-sides in showing properties, and we haven't ridden as much in the last several years as we did in the past. We've ridden, locally in the southeast, all the way out to Moab, Phoenix. We've been back and forth, not all over the country, but to some really cool places. And that's one of the things that we want to get back to doing, is, just enjoying all the things that we have been able to enjoy over the years, but we want to do it and share it. I think, obviously, we have a YouTube channel, so that's why we're doing this. We want to share these things with all of you, and hopefully maybe shed some light on some career opportunities and things that people might not realize that are available out here. We get the question all the time, how did you get started in this? What do you do? I've had people that I've known for 20 years that ask me, now, what exactly is it you do? And it's kind of hard to explain, but I'm trying. So we're not going to cover it all in this introduction, but we just, because that's what it is, introduction, but we're going to have plenty of time to kind of separate and address different topics and different aspects of the businesses. But the third business is X3 Outdoors, and we do online sales, some direct sales to local folks. Clients is how this got set up, providing products for our clients and information. They would ask us, like game cameras, hey, what do you guys use? Well, Cuddyback was what we've used for, oh gosh, 15 years. And, we would share that with them. Um, we'd share all the things that we used and what worked for us and has lasted for us. And it's like, well, gosh, we should just start setting up some dealer relationships and selling these products ourselves and offering them to our clients. And so that's what we did. Cuddyback, like I said, we've been with them for 15 years plus. They are on the website x3outdoors.com, and you can go there. We always keep Cuddyback in stock because people are using them for surveillance on properties now and game cameras. They just use them all year round. It's not just for watching the animals anymore. Um, but we also have Stanley products. I don't know. We have not had much luck with getting restocked with Stanley, our sales reps and everything. We knew they were going more towards the larger big box stores, larger retailers and things, and that's okay. We're still big fans. Hey, Stanley, if you're out there, we'd love to get some more products. We are running low. But we knew that they were changing their business model several years ago, kind of moving away from the smaller online um, sales folks like us. But regardless, we have been fans of theirs, and we have used Stanley for years, and they had a lot of ground to gain after Yeti and Orca and some of the other folks had come out. Stanley had been around for years, but they really had kind of dropped the ball, and they had a lot of ground to gain, and they've done a great job. They're everywhere, but this is actually my thermos. I've had it for 20 years, and it has been on every job and every piece of equipment, rolled around, banged around, still keeps stuff hot all day long. Missing a handle, but it's still in great shape. So uh, we've still got some of their products. Go check them out. Place an order if you want something from them. Orca still have Orca products. Orca is no longer. They have gone out of business. They were a great cooler and drinkware bunch. We still have some of their products to order, so go check those out. We're always looking for new relationships. We've got some other lines. Kicker. We love the stereo um, uh, part of this business, the components. And the reason we got into that is because of the off-road stuff that we do. And that's something we want to expand on and just start again enjoying more. And I'm gonna try not to say again as many times as I do again. But we want to expand on the marine and off-road components that Kicker has. They are just somebody that we have used since we were in high school, and most everybody is familiar with them. And so their power sports and marine division, they've really focused on the off-roading community, from their waterproof amps to the subwoofers that are made for tight spaces, UTVs, boats, Jeeps, whatever. Again, Kicker has everything. I said again. But Kicker has everything, and that's what we want to expand and play around with. We've got sound bars in our side by sides in our UTVs now. There's some videos out there that we've done in the past. There's a recent uh, TikTok video that we did where we replaced the exterior RV speakers on our RV. We went from the factory, which was crazy, to 6.5 inch marine grade speakers with LEDs. Really cool. We're going to do a YouTube video on that, but we did a quick TikTok video, so go check that out. X3 Lifestyle, check that out. And so this is this is kind of all the things that we do, a summary, and we're just excited to be able to start sharing these companies and what they do and what we do, and that's where the lifestyle came from. It's not just a YouTube channel. We're not doing it just to make content and put out there. We've been doing this for 30 years, and we have fun. We're going to continue to have fun. Hopefully, we're going to have more fun. We're going to start working on the business rather than in the business so much. And I always heard older guys talk about that. And what that means to me is we're still going to be involved day to day and making sure that everything goes as needed. And we're going to keep working hard on the businesses. But we're also going to enjoy what they have allowed us to do and start sharing that, and really just trying to make the most out of life and have a good time. And hopefully, all three or four of you folks will enjoy that and keep coming back, and the we'll just grow the fan base, I guess you would call it, and just have fun. Bear with us as I ask you. Be patient. Be patient. Bear with us as we kind of figure this all out. We'll do our best to listen to the comments, as I said, and address questions. And hopefully we'll get better as we go along, and you guys will enjoy what we put out there. And I'm going to quit before I get squirreled or get locked up, and just say that we appreciate you tuning in, and we're going to follow this up with one of the projects that we're doing now, which is a clearing project. And this project we've been involved with, this property we've been involved with for 10 plus years. We were actually involved with the real estate side of it. We worked with the buyers 10 years ago to purchase the property. And then when they got ready to sell, they called us, and we worked with the sellers, and then the buyers. The buyers actually worked with another agent, but once we closed the deal, they decided that they would like for us to build. So we worked with them on some design build projects, and then we've managed the property for several years. And the management goes through X3 construction, and property management, I mean everything from road maintenance to green fields, planting, and management of the property. That all falls under that company too. So just another aspect of what we do. But we were there actually opening up some new areas to be able to see between the structures, just to give a better visual appeal. And this is part one. This is actually going to be a two-part project, because once we cleared some of the slopes, we're going to have to do a little bit more work on the slopes. And then in the bottom, we have some springs. The springs usually dry up this time of year, April, into April, 1st of May. So we'll be able to go in the second video, which will be episode 2. We're going to go in and we'll do the part where we grade the road and tie in the trail system. I didn't explain that very well, but we're clearing and opening areas and tying an old entrance into an existing trail system. That came across a little better. So in this first one, you'll see us clearing the slopes and just getting out and getting after it, having some fun on the equipment, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it and tune in for episode 2. So this is season 1, episode 1, and just enjoy. We're going to start this little project this morning. We're going to be clearing this area in front of us. This is it's a new little project, but we've been on this track. We actually sold this through the real estate company. Our real estate company, X3 Land Group, sold this property back, oh gosh, several years ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago. And since then, we've done some design build projects up here, cabin, barn dominium, large barn, and then we did the infrastructure, put in some new roads, worked the old roads, and just, it's a beautiful spot. It's 340 acres, North Alabama, so it's absolutely fantastic place. And so now we're back. We're just going to open up this little section, tie in the, there's an old road system here. We're going to tie into the trail system that's already here. And this, we're going to check this. This is a bunch of old rock and stuff that's in here. Just going to kind of take a look and see what we got. But we're going to tie this trail system into to the existing, and so we're going to clean all this slopes, clean the slopes up. Clean all this brush off. Apparently they had done some work up here at some time. They just dumped a bunch of rock off the side of this hill. So we're going to see what we can do to clean it up. We've got some fill dirt over here that we're going to bring in, and actually we want to try to save this rock here. Oh. To use on a landscaping project. Oh yeah, it'll be a nice one. Then we're going to kind of just shape and again fill in with some dirt in these other areas, try to make it as smooth as we can. This is a 313 Caterpillar. It's a good size. It's a 30,000 pound machine. Gives us enough reach to get in here on these slopes, and it's big enough to pull out some good sized trees. It's a good machine for clearing, utilities. Just good miscellaneous work, and it's definitely got some heft to it. So what we're trying to do is just not disturb some of this rock if we can help it. So I don't want to just dive off in here digging as deep as we can without paying attention to what we got. It's great to have this hydraulic thumb. It makes it fantastic for clearing these slopes. And we've got the 331 that we're going to bring up to. We'll just pile this brush. We got a spot over on the backside here that we're going to pile all the old brush and stuff we're bringing out of here. Looks like there's some old drainage pipe in here. Which we want to try to leave. It's concrete pipe, so it's nothing that's not going to hurt anything. We want to leave it in here. Just cover it up. There appears to be some old bathtub, maybe a sink. That's always nice. Some Tarzan vines. A lot of this old wood we can just leave down here. Again, try to cover it up. We'll take a peek at it once we get everything drug out of here and can kind of look at this slope a little better. we moved down to the trail entrance. Just sped that last section up. I know that gets a little monotonous. I enjoy watching videos, but sometimes that gets a little old after a while. I like to just fast forward and get to the end. So we finished clearing that slope, and now we're at the trail entrance where we're going to go in, clear all this up, and connect to the existing trail system, which we've managed up to I guess a couple of 100 yards in here. And the owners just back to last year when we regraded the trails, they're like, let's just wait and not tie it in, which is fine. But yeah, we got the opportunity now to go in, tie it in to already existing systems. So we don't have, the only work that we have is going to be in this first couple of 100 yards, and then we'll be good to go. So we'll get this cleared out and check back in. I thought this would be an interesting time to change microphones. We've got a new setup. It's supposed to be a little better for voiceovers. The one that I was using was the Insignia microphone, just a USB mic. The one I've got is it is MAONO. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but we'll see if it works. You can obviously pick them up online, but just thought this would be a good transition to move to the new one, see how the voice sounds, get a real world test of it. You guys can let me know what you think. Kick back and we'll finish this out with a little old school disco. So T is learning a valuable lesson today about getting the skid steer stuck. Sometimes we can get out, sometimes we can't. No problem. He's gonna have a fun day of washing the machine though. That's the thing, when you get stuck, you get to wash the machine. No harm, no foul. It's time for lunch. All right. Just where that water puddled up. Like I said, once you drop off this little spot, it's gonna get bad.
For some reason, I mean, it didn't look bad right here. There's a little small pile of brush. I said, maybe he moved it up. I put it over there. I felt it kind of sink in that first time, but I was like, okay, I grabbed it. Nothing really happened, but when I grabbed this, it was stuck underneath it, and it started pulling, like it was dragging me underneath it because it pulled.
Yeah, sometimes when you're trying to back out of something like that, if you got room to push it, just turn, come out. Because the problem is, again, you're backing up all that weight. So yeah, just spin and try to find you a new way out. So it's just all, again, I know you don't want to tear anything up, and it's not. I mean, it's just, like I said, you just get to wash it all out this afternoon. That's the fun part. So it's been a great day. We're finishing up here for the afternoon, and everything's gone well. We've got some springs here in the bottom in this road section that we'll probably just split this into two parts. Come back in about a month. These springs should be dry, and we'll come back and we can do the final grading on this road. But we'll go ahead and take care of the rest of the slopes and get everything else in good shape. Definitely going to need to bring some dirt in on this one slope and get it taken care of. Hey, there's some notifications. How about that? But we're not going to edit it because that's what we do. This is going to wrap up episode 1. We'll pick up here tomorrow, and that will be part of episode 2. And hopefully we'll get these out on a regular basis. If you enjoyed the content, tell a friend, and next time there may be, I don't know, 2 or 3 of us. Thanks for checking us out.